Rahul. Rahul Peter.
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्णः परमात्मने नमः। ओम अथ अष्टमोऽध्यायः। अर्जुन उवाच किं तद्ब्रह्म किमध्यात्मन् किं कर्म पुरुषोत्तम अधिभूतं च किं प्रोक्तम् अधिदैवं किमुच्यते अधियज्ञः कथं कोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः। श्रीभगवानुवाच अक्षरं ब्रह्म परमं स्वभावोऽध्यात्ममुच्यते भूतभावोद्भवकरः विसर्गः कर्म संज्ञितः अधिभूतं क्षरो भावः पुरुषश्चादिदैवतम् अधियज्ञोऽहमेवात्र देहे देहभृतां वर अंधकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्त्यत्र संशयः। यं यं वापि स्मरन् भावं त्यजत्यन्ते कलेवरं तन्तमेवैति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भावभावितः। तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु मामनुस्मर युध्य च मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिः मामे वैष्यस्य संशयम्। In the 7th chapter, Bhagavan, in the last two verses, gave the phalam or the qualities of a Jivan Muktaha or a Jnani. So he says in the 28th shloka, Yesham tu antagatah papam jnana jananam punya कर्मणां ते द्वंद्व मोह निर्मुक्ताः भजन्ते मां दृढ़व्रताः. So those people who are jnanis, मां भजन्ते. Okay, then what is the benefit? Jara marana mokshaya mamashritya yatanti te. So they understand completely, and at the time of Jara and Marana, Mam Ashritya. During Jara, during Marana, and to get moksha, Mam Ashritya Yatantiye. They are completely submitted to me. Then he gives a, बोलते ना गुगली बॉल डाल दिया. Says those people who are these jnanis, they understand couple of things. What they viduhu, they are knowledgeable about what? Brahma, Kritsnam Brahma, Adhyatmam, Karma cha Akhilam, Sa Adhibhutam, Sa Adhidaivam, Sa Adhiyajnam, Ye Viduhu, Prayana Kale Api cha Mam, Te Viduhu, Yukta Chetasaha. So they are completely knowledgeable about Brahma, Adhyatmam, Akhilam Karma, Adibhutam, Adidaivam, Adiyajnam, and Prayana Kale Api. What is to be done? They know it very, very, very clearly. Undoubted knowledge they have. Which means now those people understand these things, which means that the other people do not understand. So obviously we all and Arjuna come in the other category. So the question will come, what are these things? And that's how the 8th chapter starts. Arjuna has a very, very logical question. The same last 2 shlokas of the 7th chapter, he puts it back to Krishna as a question. Says, Arjuna Vacha. Repeat. Arjuna Vacha. Kintat Brahma Kim Adhyatmam. Kim Karma Purushottama. Adibhutancha Kim Proktam. Adidaivam Kimuchyate. Adhiyajnah Tatham Kotra. Dehesmin Madhusudana. Prayana Kale cha Katham. Nyeyosi Niyatatmabhihi. Okay, so we will see what these are, and the meaning is simple, which you all know, but we will complete these shlokas the way Arjuna has asked the question. Kim tat kim Brahma, kim tat Brahma kim, Adhyatmam kim, Karma Purushottama, Adibhutam cha kim, Proktam Adidaivam kim Uchyate. Okay. Kim tat Brahma, kim Adhyatmam, kim Karma Purushottama, Adibhutam cha kim, Proktam Adidaivam kim Uchyate. So when you make it in the prose form, it will become He Purushottama, Tad Brahma kim, Adhyatmam kim, Karma kim, Adibhutam kim Proktam, Adidaivam kim Uchyate. Okay. He Purushottama, He Uttama Purushaha. Uttama Purushaha actually in the 15th chapter will mean what? Para Prakriti Nirguna Brahman is Purushottama, Uttama Purushaha. Okay. So this Hey Krishna, here he is Sambodhana, doing Sambodhana to Krishna. Hey Purushottama, Tad Brahma Kim, What is that Brahman? Now, when you say what is that Brahman, what does it mean? That Brahman which you mentioned in the previous chapter. So, in the 27th sloka, which you mentioned, that te Brahma tad viduhu, kim tad Brahma? Okay, they understand, those intelligent people understand Brahma very crisply, fine. But who is this? What is this Brahma? Okay. Kim Adhyatmam. What is this Adhyatmam? Karma kim? What is karma? Adibhutam kim proktam. What is called as Adibhutam? Adidaivam kim uchyate. What is being told as Adidaivam? Kim uchyate, when you say, there is also one way to look at it is, please don't decipher your own meaning to it. What the Shastras have told you, tell me. Kim uchyate. What is being said as, same way, kim proktam. What is it in that parampara jnanam? What is the meaning of Adibhutam and Adidaivam? That kim proktam, kim uchyate can be added to everything. Tad Brahma kim proktam. Adhyatmam kim uchyate. No problem. So these can be added also to all. Doesn't matter. But basically he says, please explain to me. Here he has asked, Brahma, Adhyatmam, Karma, Adibhutam, Adidaivam. 5 questions have been asked you. Okay. And this is a question. So there is nothing to explain. If the same meaning is only that much, we go to the next sloka. Right? Then, the second shloka, he says, Adhi Yajnaha Katham Kaha Atra Dehe Asmin Madhusudana. Adhi Yajnaha Katham Kaha Atra Dehe Asmin Madhusudana. Prayana Kalecha Katham Nyeyaha Asi Niyatatmabihi. Okay. So when you make it in prose form, there he did a sambodhana as He Purushottama. Here it is He Madhusudana. Okay. Atra asmin dehe adhiyajnaha kaha katham cha asti. There you have to put it in bracket. Cha asti. Okay. Prayana kale cha niyatatmabihi katham nyeyam asi. So here the question is, Atra asmin dehe, in this body of mine, or in this body, adhiyajnaha kaha, who is this adhiyajnaha? And katham cha asti, where is he? Where in the body? घुटने में, सर पे, किधर है, क्या है, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. तो if you are talking of adhiyajnaha, who is adhiyajnaha? Then in this body, where is he? Okay. Then the next question is prayana kale, at the time of prayana. Prayana means movement, going away, which means death here. That is why मैं प्रयाण के लिए जा रहा हूँ. I'm going out. So it's also called prayana. But prayana in this context is prayanam gacchati is death, leaving this body and moving out. Okay. Niyatatmabihi. Niyata atmabihi. What is niyata?
Control.
Well disciplined, well controlled, shamadama sahita people. For those people, katham nyeya asi. Asi is madhyam purusha ekavachana. Asi is what you should remember. At the time of death, for a person who is well disciplined, having the indriya or rishika, Arjuna is, Krishna is called Rishikeshaha, Rishika Ishaha. So the person who has got full control on his senses, for that person, where should be he focusing at? Where should he focus at? You tell me. What should be the focus? Okay. So how many questions are over now? 7 questions. 5 questions asked in the first shloka, 2 questions asked in the second shloka. Actually there are 8 questions because अस्मिन् देहे अधियज्ञः कः अस्मिन् देहे अधियज्ञः कथम. 2 questions. Who it is and where it is. So 2 questions. Okay. So you can say there are 8 questions. So 7 or 8 questions, whichever way you want, you put who and where it is, 1 question. Doesn't matter. Okay. Right. So this is a very simple 2 shlokas where he is now repeating the same thing in a question form, because if he doesn't ask the question, Krishna need not answer. Because he asked the question, now Krishna has to answer. Correct? Because Krishna follows the Shastra very well. In the first chapter, Krishna kept his mouth shut. In the second chapter, he just instigated more Arjuna to blurt out. Only when in the 7th shloka of the second chapter, when Arjuna said that I am ready to come into your Sharana, please help me out. That is the time Krishna started Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Ashocyan Anvashocastum in the 11th shloka. So he follows the Shastra unless asked, he is not going to say. But he did not follow the Shastra in the 7th chapter starting. He by himself started it. Because the topic had to move. Please understand. A question can be asked only if you are aware that there is a question. But if you have to introduce something, in a conversation, if you have to introduce something, then you don't wait for a question there. So here he has introduced the topic in Madhyama Shatka without a question. Because there he clearly says that you please listen to me carefully if you are interested. So again he follows the Shastras. He says, I will tell, if you are interested, you listen. He is still following the Shastra. See, that is where the way it is written, Vyasacharya has ensured that the Shastra is fully followed. In the 7th chapter, where does he start that? Shashta Saptamo Adhyaya. He says that very, very clearly. Saptamo Adhyaya. Asamshayam samagram mam yatha jnasyasi tachrunu. In case you are interested to know, you may please listen. Okay, so he follows the Shastra that uninvitedly also he has introduced the topic. Because this question will never come to a person who doesn't know about it. So he has introduced the topic. But here, he very clearly, he ends up the 7th chapter and waits if Arjuna is going to ask the question. And rightly so, Arjuna asks the same question. He says, okay, now let me start. Okay, so then comes the 3rd shloka where Bhagavan starts. Shri Bhagavanuvacha
Shri Bhagavanuvacha
Aksharam Brahma Paramam
Aksharam Brahma Paramam
Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate
Sabhavodhyatma Muchyate
Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaraha
Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaraha
Visargah Karma Sanyitaha.
Visargah Karma Sanyitaha.
Okay. Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavaha Adhyatmam Uchyate. Okay. When the question is asked that way, the answer is also coming that way only. Uchyate. He uses the word. That is how it is told. Aisa bola gaya hai. That means very clearly no patenting. It is my thought, my idea, my interpretation, nothing. This is what is told. Okay. Bhuta bhava udbhava karaha visargaha karma sankmitaha. Okay. So we'll see the prose form. It's the same, doesn't change at all, because it's a very simple. He is taking one word, explaining it, another question, explaining it. So like that he is taking very clearly three of them and explaining it here. Aksharam Paramam Brahma. Second one, Swabhavaha Adhyatmam Uchyate. Third one, Bhuta Bhava Udbhavakaraha Visargaha Karma Sankmitaha. That's all. So if you know this first half of first line, second half of first line, the full second line, three questions are answered. So these are all coming as fill in the blank questions. No explanation. Don't ask short notes on this. He just gave fill in the blanks. This equal to this equal to this means this, over, topic over. Okay, we'll see why. Aksharam. Aksharam Paramam Brahma. What is the question? Kim Tad Brahma. What is that Brahma? What is the answer? Aksharam Paramam Brahma. Okay. What is Aksharam? Na Ksharati iti Aksharaha. Na Ksharati iti Aksharaha. What is Kshara?
That is a destroyed word.
Destroying, reducing, divisibility. This is all called Ksharaha. Aksharaha means not divisible, not destroyable, not reducible. Okay. In arithmetic or in science, you have something called as unit measurement. You have got whole numbers, natural numbers, decimals. So there is a unit. When you have decided up to 2 decimal places, then third one doesn't, you round it out to 2 decimal. So that na ksharati, further you can't divide it. What is that which cannot be further divided? That is that unit of measure, which is the smallest. Okay, you can't further more break it. So aksharaha is that which cannot be further reduced. That is why our all the swara vyanjanadi, they are called aksharaha. Okay, swarakshara, vyanjanakshara, alphabets are called aksharaha. Na ksharati iti aksharaha. You can't say one line of A is now smaller than A. No, it doesn't have meaning. So A means full A. You can't now further break it. They cannot be broken further. Okay, if they are broken, they have to be joined with something to give it a full. So aksharaha is in Samskrita with halanta. Ik, ik, ig. Then you add a swarakshara, ik plus a equal to ka. Ik plus a equal to ka. But ik cannot be reduced. A cannot be reduced. A cannot be reduced. They are called aksharaha. That is how even in puja the word used is akshata. Jiska kshati or nahi hai. That means when you are saying akshata, it has to be a full grain, not a broken grain. Agar kshati hua hai, to it is not an akshara. Okay, so aksharaha. Now, if so many aksharas are there, alphabets are akshara, any unit is akshara, I will tell atom is akshara. Correct? Akshara is how you define it. Every color is an akshara, you cannot further break it. Right? Then what is Brahman? So he qualifies which is that Brahman, which is Aksharaha. Paramam Aksharaha eva Brahman. The foremost, which is, or that which cannot be surely indivisible at any point of time and is the foremost. All pervading Naksharati Aksharaha evam Param Brahma. Okay, so he qualifies among the Akshara because this doubt can come. If there are so many Aksharas, we call it Akshara. Okay, now all that has got the word Akshara only from Brahma Akshara. Param Brahma Akshara only because that is indivisible. That quality you superimpose on any of the other thing and now you call it as the minimum unit, Aksharaha. So he says Paramam Aksharaha, based on which the rest of the Aksharas are defined, that is Brahma, which cannot be further divisible, destructible, reducible. Any type of words you want to use, doesn't matter. So, Kim Tad Brahma Aksharam Param Brahma. Now, has he answered it?
This Akshara is letters also.
No, Akshara is not letters.
Isn't that?
Akshara is Brahman who cannot be divided further. Indivisible Brahma is Akshara.
So not referring to-
Non-reducible, no. Very clearly, that is why he used the word Paramam. Paramam Akshara Brahma, not just Akshara. Because then the doubt will come. What are you referring? So he gives a very clear qualifier that Paramam Akshara is Brahma. But as he actually answered Paramam Aksharam is Brahma when he says, what is the question? Kim Tad Brahma? Paramam Aksharam Brahma, he says. Arjuna seemed to be understanding it. How did Arjuna understand that?
You'll be giving the quality, not defining it.
Yeah, but same thing I am telling you all. I also defined it. You say I also understood it. But why did Arjuna ask the question? Why will someone ask the question?
Krishna mentioned it in the last time.
You ask a question because you don't know. How do you know that you don't know? Because it has been introduced and then I am aware that I don't know, so I ask a question. So when I ask a question and if an answer is given and if I say yes, yes, I got it, then how did I get it? Is this definition anytime, or how do you know this definition? I don't know, I am asking that. Unless learnt before, how will Arjuna say that I know it? Otherwise that question should have come, na? Aksharam Paramam Brahma, when he says, Kim Tad Brahma question was there, Aksharam Paramam Brahma. Kim Etad Aksharam should be the next question. What is this Aksharam? Correct? But Arjuna didn't ask that question. Arjuna knew it. Chapter number 7, Shloka number 4 to 10. Nirguna Brahma completely told. That was what he told in the summary.
Right.
So Arjuna was very aware because it was class ongoing one after the other, not after 1 week. It was an ongoing class. He didn't have to wait for 1 week and then remember, last week kya bola tha? No, no, no. It was just few minutes before he had told. Okay, so he clearly remembers. So when you see this shloka number 4 to 10, Saguna Brahma, Nirguna Brahma, both have been told in that because Bhagavan, he said, Asamshayam samagram mam yathajnasyasi tachrunu vakshyami asheshataha. I will tell you the full meaning. That means I am going to tell you what is my para prakriti, apara prakriti, and that para prakriti is Aksharam. He knows it very clearly from this shloka, which exactly starts from Mattah Paratarannanyate Kinchidasti Dhananjaya Mayi Sarvamidam Protam. He has been very clearly seen. Etad Yonini Bhutani Sarvani Tyupadharaya Aham Kritsnasya Jagataha Prabhavah pralayastata. So he completely has explained this, and he knows this cannot be reduced. Aksharati, Paramam Aksharam is this only, so this is Brahman. So Nirguna Brahma is what is clearly now understood. So Kim Tad Brahma? Nirguna Ishvaraha eva Brahma. Para Prakriti eva Brahma. Purushaha eva Brahma. Is it clear? Then comes the next question. Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatmamuchyate. Swabhavaha adhyatmam uchyate. Now what was the second question asked? Kim tad brahma kim adhyatmam. What is adhyatmam? So what does the answer come? Swabhavaha adhyatmam uchyate. Uchyate means that is what is told. So now adhyatmam word you know, because that is the question. Now we have to only know one word which is called swabhavaha. What is swabhavaha? I know what answer is going to come, so I am asking that.
Own nature. One's own nature.
One's own nature. So nature of each person differs. So your nature is your adhyatma.
True, yeah. It's the essential nature.
Now see, Swa Bhavati. Swa, one's own being, Bhavati. Swabhavaha is oneself. Me, my true nature. Now what is this true nature? Not what I share out. That is not my true nature. So these two questions are considering two scopes. With Samashti, Brahma. With Vyashti, Adi, Atma. ऊपर से गया समझा कि नहीं समझा? समझा? क्या समझा?
Context of the samashti, that true nature is
Not true nature. It is called Brahman.
it is called
It is Brahman. Samashti is the cosmos. Vyashti is me, myself. So with respect to the cosmos, we call it Brahman. What? Akshara is called Brahman, the Paraprakriti. The same Brahman, if you consider it from my body perspective, it is called Adhyatma, or my own true self, which is what we call it as Jivatma. So Paramatma, Brahman, from Samashti perspective, Jivatma, Adi, Adhyatma, which is Swabhava. Swabhava means what? One own self. So Jivatma from my perspective, Paramatma from Samashti perspective. Now you understand why these two questions have been asked very clearly. Same thing, only perspective changes. Because here now that without clarifying there can be a doubt that there is one Brahman and one Jiva. Better to be that way today. Don't go ahead and say that that Brahman is only Jiva. Then you have a problem. So, this is the traditional way of learning. First is I know about myself. Then I ask what is Ishvara. Then I know I and Ishvara are different. Then I come to that essential nature of me and essential nature of Ishvara. Then I come to say that essential nature of me and Ishvara both are one. If you are going to jump like Hanuman, directly starting with Advaita, then none of these will have meaning. Because then it is lip service and only just a theoretical knowledge, you have not understood anything. Sitting in Dvaita, you cannot suddenly jump to Advaita. So it's like saying that I, from my son's perspective is the father, from the wife's perspective is the husband. You with your intelligence will know that I am the same person. But that has not been told. But a person who doesn't have that intelligence will feel that there are two people. Okay? And so be it, let it be two people. Today. Doesn't matter. Are you able to get that? Because if that is very clearly understood, then you are jnani. But today we are all faking it and making it that with that lip service we are only saying that both are the same without really understanding it. If we have understood it, you would not come to the class. You are a jnani. So the fact that we are all sitting and talking about it, we are only trying to imitate certain things which are told without realizing it clearly. Which means in true perspective, we still have that Dvaita in us. The Jivatma Paramatma Veda is there in it. And let it be there. It will take some time to overcome it. And hence, the same question is asked from two perspectives. So the question, if you look at it, it is that intelligence of Vyasacharya to put it in Krishna's mouth that this is the way you tell Kim tad brahma kim adhyatmam, and immediately, oh, drishti bhedena brahmaha jivaha. That's all. To bring that drishti bheda, this question is asked. Are you able to get that? Because only when you know this common point, you can eliminate the common point and say both are one. Are you able to get that? Huh? No. These are technical, but the 8th chapter will go technical only. Story जैसा जाएगा थोड़ा में. ऐसा ऐसा होता है, वो होता है, ये होता है. And Krishna just closes off 7 questions in one go like this. Choo. दो श्लोका में उड़ा देगा. Then the 8th question is going to be for the rest of the shlokas. So if there is, after this there is no scope, I will have also to explain this. So I will use all the possible time to explain these two. Kim tad brahma, kim adhyatmam. Samashti drishtyaha aksharam param brahma. Vyashti drishtyaha aksharam adhyatmam. That adhyatmam has a superimposition of limitation, which we give by this body. It is not, but we superimpose a limitation of this body on that Brahman, and hence from the perspective of the body, we call it Adhyatma. Okay, what are the 5 principles of consciousness? Consciousness is not a part, property, or a product. It cannot be destroyed. Then
It is all pervading.
and pervades and enlivens this body. Third, on death, the consciousness still continues to be post-death. And without the body, you cannot understand this consciousness. So when without the body, if we cannot understand this consciousness, we first say limited consciousness to this body. Then only I can make it limitless. So he is referring to a limited consciousness of the body, which is called Adhyatma. Unlimited consciousness, which is called as Brahman. Giving a perspective. Understand it this way. Then only there is a common place where he is now talking. Then you remove the body, then you see both are one. समझ में आ रहा है? किम तद ब्रह्म किम अध्यात्मम. The next one. So स्वभावः अध्यात्मम उच्यते. स्वभावः जीवात्मा is called अध्यात्म. Parabrahma, Paramatma. Aksharam, Param Brahma, Paramatma. This is Jivatma. Is it clear? Then the third one. Bhuta Bhava Udbhava Kara Visarga Karma Sanhitaha. What is the third question? Kim Karma Purushottama. Hey Purushottama, Kim Karma? What is this karma? So now he explains Bhuta Bhava Udbhava Kara Visargaha Iti Karma Sanhitaha. Karma is what? Okay. Is it action or is it fruit of the action?
Can we say?
It is like asking a question. What is this tree? What is this fruit? Is it the fruit with the seed? Or is it the fruit with the future tree? This fruit has come because of the current tree. The current tree embeds the future tree through the fruit. So karma or karma phala, what you want, both together it means when you say karma. Why? It is just the other side of the coin. If there is karma, there has to be karma phala. If there is karma phala, there has to be karma. So a short form for karma and karma phala is karma. So when you say karma, that is why he says karma sanhitaha. Okay, we will see what is karma sanhitaha. But karma is what it means is karma and karma phala. What does it define that? Bhuta bhava. What is bhuta bhava?
Buddha is all living beings.
And bhava is swabhava. Huh? What is swabhava? What is swabhava?
True side.
True nature. So here that swabhava will work. How did swabhava word come? Swabhavati iti swabhava. Correct? So Bhuta is related to past or Bhuta is related to the earth. Bhumim jayamanaha bhutaha iti kala bhutaha. You are going to be a little confusion because the words they have used are that way. It will nicely lead to a good confusion. Bhuta bhava, someone can say past and future. Are you able to get that? What is bhuta bhava? Bhuta is on the earth. We are all bhuta. मैंने भूत देखा बोलने का तो बोलने का हाँ मैं हूँ भूत. Why I am on this earth, so I am bhuta. Then who are you? You are also a bhuta only. बोला भूत किधर है? इधर ही है सब, हम सब भूत है. Bhuta means भूमिजन्यः भूतः. Is it clear? Bhava is those with sentiency. That means not inert. Inert cannot do karma. So Bhuta Bhava is what? Those with sentiency on the earth. That means living beings. Very simple thing. How much confusion that word brings, but that word ensures that it doesn't exclude anything. It's a holistic word. It encompasses everything you can think of. Any mRNA, dRNA, तुम कौन सा भी नाम लो, it will include all that. If there is sentiency, even borrowed sentiency. समझ में आ रहा है? So bhuta bhava, and then he says, who are bhuta bhava, they can only do udbhava. What is udbhava? To manifest, to come out with. Udbhava. Correct? Udbhava karaha means by their actions what they have manifested. Mental actions or physical actions. So those people who are living in this bhumi, by their manifested visargaha, visarga equal to karma. Don't ask me why and how, but visarga equal to karma here. You'll have to go why visarga is considered to be karma. What is sarga?
Birth. Sarge yanti param.
Sarge?
Yanti param.
Visheshena sarga means what? Specific who are born. You are born because of what? Karma. And what do you do after being born? Karma. So visarga equal to karma. What is he now actually explaining? For that, what is he using? Karma. But he can't use the word karma, so he is doing visarga. Think about it. Well, there is no other way to tell about karma. What is karma? If you say it is action. Okay, karma is action. So what to explain in that? He says those people or all the worldly manifested beings, human beings or everything, from there which is generated karma has collectively got a karma or karma phala, which is called karma sanjita. Did you understand? Collective karma. Now, from what perspective he is now explaining this? This is being explained from a Srishti perspective. So, karma ensures karma phala. Karma phala cycle will ensure moment. That continuum of the Srishti will continue till where? Pralayam. At the time of Pralayam, what happens to karma and karma phala? Does it go away? No. That becomes the seed for the next Srishti. That means Ishvara is not, he is only nimitta for creating the Srishti, but what Srishti is dependent on us based on our karma. So he says, Bhuta bhava udbhavakara visargaha eva karma sanjita. So the collective karma of all the beings on this bhuta is what is called the collective karma of everyone. So you have your individual karma, but there is also a collective karma. For example, you are individual state, but you have collectively all the states together called the nation. So we have a nation related karma, you have a state related karma, you have a town related karma, city related, you are already got an identity as a house, a society. In all these places karmas are there. So what is this? It's a collective of all that. And all the nations together, collective humanity karma, and all the human beings along with all the yonis together becomes karma sanjita. The only difference is the other yonis can exhaust that, he can create it. So the remnant is always created by human beings. The others, Sanchita karma is already there. At the time of Pralayam, others Sanchita karma is there. Our Sanchita karma is there. But whatever we are creating as human beings, only we have a ability to do karma and get karma phala. Others are bhoga prapancha. If you have to create a karma prapancha, it is we. And that the whole logic is there, that how we, that is why they say you are what your action and your thought is. Collectively it becomes that. So don't see it only as you, but you as the world. When you look at it, then your view to your karma completely changes, because you are responsible for it. So if there is anything, don't blame this blessed God. He doesn't come into the picture at all. You know, as the catalyst, only ensures that the reaction happens, seemingly taking part in the reaction, but actually doesn't take part in the reaction. Like that, this Ishvara is a karma phaladata. He only does that, and then it's the collective karma of everyone together which decides what.
He's going to say that point, that's why he said about karma.
Exactly. So, see, when you look at it logically, Brahman, Jiva, Karma. Jiva's karma together will keep on happening. Because the next question is going to be based on that now. They are all connecting now. The questions are not, the words have not just come out of the blue. They are all connected words now. Are you able to see that? Because from Jiva's karma only, the rest everything is going to be there. If karma is not there, there is nothing, no moksha also. Huh? No apavarga, no bhoga, no apavarga, no moksha also. Anirmoksha prasanga it will become, which is not possible. That means karma has to be there. So karma gets defined with Srishti. But how does that Srishti get the karma? From the past karma. So it's a continuum always happening. Is it clear? That is why he called it karma sanjitaha visargaha. What is that visargaha? Bhuta bhava udbhava karaha visargaha. Those people who are on this, tomorrow you can't say my Pitris are sitting there and doing karma, that is why the Srishti is going to come this way. Stop it. That Indra is sitting there and that is why Vrishti is coming this way. नहीं चलेगा वो. समझ में आ रहा है? They are all doing their domain work. But who is deciding that who will be doing whose domain? Is you. How do you know that? 4th chapter. Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyadanna sambhavaha yajñād bhavati parjanyaha yajña karma samudbhavaha. Are you seeing the connection now? Correct? So yajñaha karma samudbhavaha yajñena parjanyaha parjanyād annaha anna rasenaiva bhutva anna rasenaiva vriddhim prapya anna rupena yat prativyam viliyate sa annamaya kosha sa jivaha. What does this jiva do? Yajñaha karmaha. Cycle now. Tasmadva etasmad atmana akasha sambhuta akashad vayuhu vayoragnihi agnerapah adbhyah prithivī prithivya oshadayah oshadibhyonnam annā purushah sava esha purusho nara samayah. Purushah atma that Atma created this Purusha, Jivatma, and this Purusha is what? Anna Rasamaya. To do what? Karma. And that cycle will continue. Are you getting it? Clear?
Multiplication.
Huh?
Brahman multiplied, Jivatma came, Jivatma will perform the karma.
Huh?
That cycle will continue.
That cycle will continue because that karma will ensure next jiva. Janma after janma, janma karma will continue. And at the end, if there is so, I don't know whether you remember. It reminds me to open something and show you a bit. At least, why I am saying is that references to what we learned today. Just give me a second. Today in Brahmanam, specific to you, 1261. Prajapati praja srishtva vrittoshayat. Prajapati praja srishtva, it says. And then says, Chaturvigamshatyardhamasa samvatsaraha. This Chaturvimshati will be related to that Chaturvimshati, the 24 elements. Masaha, some time comes after that. Then after that it goes Yadva etasmin samvatsare adhiprajayata tadannam panchavigam shalmabhavat. From time, annam. Okay. Madhyatah kriyate. So in between this got created. Logically when you see, this is called Yugapada Srishti. Jiva is not yet there. Huh? Okay. Then athayadva idamantatah kriyate tasmadudante prajasamedhante prajasamedhante antatah kriyate prajananayaiva. Last ye created human beings or praja, living beings. Because if the living beings are there, you need a srishti on which they are going to be there. If you have to go, what do? If there is a bhumi and I want to live there, you don't go there first. You first make a house. Then you furnish the house. Then you enter the house. Same way Bhagavan created Panchamahabhutas. Then the whole Srishti got created with all Anna, Oshadi, everything. And then he brought in human beings. Okay. Because, see, Tredha Vihitam, he goes, Panchavigamsha Atma Bhavati, Tasman Madhyatah Pashavo Varishtaha. So that completely is called, Srishti Prakaranam is coming here actually. So this Yugapada Srishti, very clearly these references are, it is the Shruti references which very clearly says that based on this karma only the next one is going to come. Now, before this human beings coming, on what basis did he create that Srishti? What are we saying? Our collective Srishti is what we will see, our collective, what we are there, is what we are going to see in the next Srishti. Next Srishti, when are we going to come? Or human beings? Not day one. We are going to come much later. So from we going off now, till we coming, what is the basis of that creation? It is our karma. Why? This karma remnant of this Srishti only decides what type of next Srishti it is going to be And in that next Srishti, where your birth will be, what type of birth you will be, and what is your Bhoga and Apavarga going to be. That decision Ishvara does. Are you able to get that? So for that Srishti also to come. For example, when we were children, what games were you playing? Pakda Pakdi, Lagori, Dabai Spice, Hide and Seek. You go to children to just our children, not now also. Yuga before this, not Yuga, a generation before this. Beyblade. Remember Beyblade? Who created this Srishti for Beyblade? Why did that Beyblade itself come? Then it went off. Now there is no Beyblade. Huh? All your Doraemon, Pokemon, all that gone now. Now the next one has come. All are playing with all those games. So that Srishti also is coming because of our karma phala. Are you able to get that? We had not even heard about this in our childhood. Probably our parents would not have heard of Son Sakli in their childhood. We don't know. So that is how it is continuously changing. And in this we are able to see it. But across, when you go Janma after Janma, if you look at it, we are referring to what? When is this Srishti going to end? Do you know? When is the Srishti going to end?
435 years.
That is too small. That is too small. That is Kali Yuga. Into 2 Dwapara Yuga, into 2 Treta Yuga, into 2 Satya Yuga. All that together, Chatur Yuga is one Maha Yuga. The Srishti will be there. Sahasra Yuga Pariyantam. Sahasra Yuga Pariyantam. Are you joking? And all this is what? Not even one day and one night of Brahmaji. And that blessed Brahma is going to live for 100 years and 1 year is 365 days. What calculator you will use? So this will be on. It's a continuing. So if it is something is continuing, like you say now, if the wash is continuing, something has to keep giving the next day. इधर से इधर गया तो वापस वो पेंडुलम इधर आना बनता है, फिर इधर से इधर जाना बनता है. ये होते ही रहते हैं ना. Who gives that? इधर गया, ये कर्मा has given that moment to come this side. Then this, ये चलते ही रहेगा. It's in that auto mode. Do you understand? So someone says, you know, we are all in Kali Yuga. Everything is going to be this way. Do you know how many years of Kali Yuga has gone? How many is Kali Yuga? 4 lakh something, na? How many years have gone? 5,000 years have only gone. And now if you are saying this is Kali Yuga, what is going to happen after another 5,000 years? Don't even imagine. That is why they bring this scope that you don't imagine. Then what do? Do the right karma. Automatically everything will be okay. Collectively, if the karma is right, you can see automatically it is. As every country has got a collective karma and a karma phala, you can see that. Why are every country so distinct? Karma and karma phala. That karma phala created the next system for them. That whole ecosystem they created for themselves, right? The karma and karma phala. A Japanese person will be very disciplined compared to an Indian. If the Japanese comes to India, he is a misfit in India, he cannot stay. If you go there, you will mess that system and leave it. Correct, na? Because that our karma and karma phala has created that setup for us. And collective of everyone and everything is this Srishti. So, what is the learning from this? Srishti ko koso mat, Bhagwan ko koso mat. Everything is just my reflection. If my reflection on the mirror is bad, I don't break the mirror. I have to change my blessed face. Because it is only reflecting my face. If the world is bad, it is my reflection. I change. That's the answer. So that collective karma is much, much better And if it is much better, you can't change it. But at least your individual karma will become different. Okay, so this macrocosm is what Vyasacharya, because apart from this there is no place where he can bring it up. Okay, so this topic, he has deliberately taken it that the Bhagavad Gita is a miniature of the Vedas. So whatever topic is taken in the Vedas have to come in Bhagavad Gita. Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, Jnana Kanda will clearly come. But this Prayana Kale which is coming in Vedas, there is no other place. So very intelligently this 8th chapter has taken a turn, because the 7th chapter and the 9th chapter are still again going with Atma only. But this 8th chapter took a turn with this Kim Tat Brahma Kim Adhyatmam and used it up for Prayana Kale, what is going to happen. So the whole 8th chapter is on Prayana Kale. And that Prayana Kale, Vyasacharya and Krishna connects it to our sadhana so that it benefits us and we go to Jnana. Okay, with that perspective it has been brought in. So it is not an unwanted thing. It is a very meaningful thing because this is the practical one which they have brought it in. And if we consider this, when we normally speak, किसी से डरो मत, एक दिन तो उधर जाने वाला है, उसके बारे में सोचो, what does it mean? Today your behavior will decide what is going to happen to you then. So that's exactly the view, saying that Prayana Kale is going to be there. Huh? What happens after that I will tell you also. So you keep that in mind. If you have to keep that in mind, every moment here and now, you have to be with that in your mind. Only then in Prayana Kale it will work. Okay, that is the basis for which he defines what is Brahman, what is Jiva, now what is Karma. Is it clear? Right? This Jiva is now going to come Janma, Marana, Janma, Marana, Janma, Karma, Marana, Karma Phala, Janma, Marana, that cycle is going to be there. So this changeover is Prayana Kale will come. Shift change हो गया है कि नहीं, शिफ्ट चेंज हो गया, तो इधर से जाके कपड़ा चेंज किया, चलो अभी घर गए, कल वापस शिफ्ट चेंज हुआ, दूसरा कपड़ा पहन के वापस ऑफिस आ गया. Shift changing is Prayana Kale. So what happens at that is going to be answered last. That is the whole chapter. But because this chapter starts with Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam, the name of this chapter became Akshara Brahma Yoga, not Kim Brahma Yoga. Like Arjuna started Kim Tat Brahma Kim. So what is the first word of the chapter? Kim. So it is Kim Yoga. No. Okay, it is Akshara Brahma Yoga. Okay, that is how the name of the chapter is. Because Bhagavan started with that. Aksharam Brahma Param. Is it clear? Now we will go to the next shloka. What is the next shloka? We close this. Adibhutam ksharo bhavaha purushascha-adi-daivatam adi-yajñohamevatra dehe dehabhritam vara Adibhutam Ksharaha Bhavaha Purushaha Cha Adhidaivatam Adhiyajñaha Aham Eva Atra Dehe Dehabhritam Vara. Okay. He Dehe Dehabhritam Vara. In the first shloka, He Madhusudana, He Purushottama. In the shloka number 3, No, he has not given any Sambodhana to Arjuna. But here in the fourth one, He Dehe Deha Bhritam Vara. That is how he calls him. Arjuna is called Dehe Deha Bhritam Vara. Deha Bhritam Vara means one who has got a very, very Shrestha body. Deha Bhritam. One who are embodied. Among that, Vara, you are the foremost. So among the human beings, you are the foremost. Among the embodied ones, you are the foremost. Dehe Deha Bhritam Vara. He Dehe Deha Bhritam Vara. So here, He Arjuna. Dehe Deha Bhritam Vara equal to Arjuna here. So be it, obviously, because he is a Kshatriya, he needs to keep his body very fit. Better than Krishna also. To fight, right? Krishna is a charioteer. He didn't fight, but here he is a warrior. He is going to fight. So he has got a very good body, well-built body, Sudhrada. Okay. So He Dehe Deha Bhritam Vara. Why did he say that? In every such statement there is a hit. बहुत अच्छा body है. But what is it? Ksharaha Bhavaha Adhibhutam. What is Adhibhutam? What is Adhibhutam? He is asking the question, na? Adhibhutancha kim proktam. What is Adhibhutam? He asked. And what he defines? Ksharaha Bhavaha Adhibhutam. That which has got a nature of destruction is called Adhibhutam. What does not have a property of destruction is called Aksharaha. Opposite of that is what? Ksharaha. So Adhibhutam Ksharaha. Adidaivam, we have not told. We have not told still. Adi Yajnaha, we have not told. Adhyatmam, Aksharaha. Brahmam, Aksharaha. Clear? So, Para Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. Para Prakriti, Samasta, Samashti, Brahma, Nirguna Brahma, Samasta, Vyashti, Saguna Brahma only, which is Jivatma here. And if this is the Para Prakriti, you have Apara Prakriti, which is Ksharo Bhavaha, which is Adi Bhutam. Another way, what is Bhutam? Came from what? Bhu. Bhu. Bhutaha. Living. Correct? Anything living on this earth is Bhutaha. Adi Bhutam. Before that. The non-living things. Shara. Do you able to get that? But here we can make a mistake. Apart from the Jivatma, my full body is Ksharaha. So it is not time-based Ksharaha, it is Bhagatyagaha based Ksharaha, Aksharaha. Para, Apara. So in me also there is Para and Apara. My Para is called Jivatma. Srishti's Para is called Brahman. Srishti's Apara is called Kshara Adhibhutam. My Apara is called Kshara Adhibhutam. Is it clear? I actually took this to write and show you all, but जाने दो, हो गया class. You all are all intelligent that you don't need for me to write and show. Hopefully people in the online have understood it. एकदम सब चुपचाप शांत है. Very good. They are all in Parabrahma. Very good. I am happy. Okay. So, adibhutam ksharo bhavaha purushaha cha adidaivatam. Adhidaivatam Purushaha. What is Purushaha here? This is a technical term.
Cosmic.
No, here don't bring Brahman and all.
Cosmic living being.
Huh?
Cosmic living being.
What is that cosmic living being?
Samashti.
What? There has to be some name to it.
Purusha.
Purushaha is Brahman. Normally when Purushaha, when you say it as Brahman, Paramarthika word Purushaha is Brahman. Vyavaharika Purusha is male human being. Correct? There is another meaning for this Purushaha here. Purushaha equal to Hiranyagarbha. Here you have to write and take. Hiranyagarbha is Purushaha, Adhidaivam. हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेक आसीत् सदाधार पृथिवीन्द्यामुतैमा कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम. Okay, Hiranyagarbha. What is Hiranyagarbha defined as from Tattvabodha? Now come to Tattvabodha. Everything is going to be Tattvabodha. What is Hiranyagarbha? Chalo. Please wake up. Online students, please wake up. What is Hiranyagarbha as per Tattvabodha? Samashti Sukshma Prapancha Chaitanyam is Hiranyagarbha. ऊपर से गया ना? Okay. No, I have to use this.
Sir, we can't see the background.
I may not be able to help you. Vyashti, yeah, I am focusing it, but if you can't see it, I can't help it. This is the maximum I can bring it close. This you are able to see?
Yes.
Vyashti and Samashti. So you all can look at the video later on. So this Chaitanyam, what is Chaitanyam? Correct? Consciousness that enlivens So Chaitanyam that enlivens to Vyashti and Chaitanyam that enlivens to Samashti. That means that Chaitanyam which is living through this body or through this cosmos. Correct? So at Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, if my body is living, there is a Chaitanyam which is enlivening through my body. And what is the name of that called? There are three names given here.
Tejas.
Tejas, Virat.
Vishwa. And here and here Taijasa over Sukshma Sharira. Stula Shariram is Vishwa. Sukshma Shariram is Taijasa. And Karana Shariram is correct. Samashti Chaitanyam, which is enlivening through Samashti Sthula Shariram, is called what?
Virat.
Clear? Correct? Adibhutam Ksharo Bhava Purushaschaadiदैवतम् Adiyajñohamevatra. See how logically important. Are you able to get this? And this Purushaha, which is running through this, enlivening through Vyashti, this Chaitanyam is called what? And this Chaitanyam is called what? All questions are getting answered now. What questions he asked? Everything is getting answered now. From this only Tattvabodha has come. So it is not just words simply put. These words are very thought and put. So Kim Tat Brahma Kim Adhyatmam. Then this Samashti, all this together will have karma. At individual level, at collective level. Kim Tat Brahma Kim Adhyatmam Kim Karma Purushottama Adibhutancha Kim Proktam Adidaivam Kim Uchyate Adiyajñah Katham Kotra Adiyajñam Katham Kotra Dehesmin Madhusudana Prayana Kale. Because now here this cycle is going to be the Janma Marana. For this, whatever is going to be here, it is going to be into this cycle of Janma Marana. It will continuously keep happening. Are you getting it? So they are connecting all this beautifully in these two shlokas. And in this is a very simple chart. This part, what is going to happen? प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः. At the time of death, what is going to happen? Because again when I come, I don't know what is there. Again when I go to death, I don't know what it is. 8th chapter. Is it clear? Once we know this clearly enough, then fantastic. It is all going in a very nice, orderly fashion, not just some words simply hit somewhere. Are you able to get this? Clear? Chalo. Huh? Why? Everything. Everything. Sahasrashirasha Purusha Sahasrakshas Sahasravat Sabhumim Vishwato Vrutva Atyatishtat Dashangulam Purusha Evedatum Sarvam Yad Bhutan Yadcha Bhavyam. Trying to tell you what this Brahman is from the way of what you know. Bhutam Bhavishyat, that, this and all, from telling from that what is this Brahman. Then Srishti Prakaranam also will come. Nabhya Asid Antariksham. Everything will come. Brahmano osya mukhamasi bahurajanyah kritaha urutadasya yadvaishyaha padvyagam shudro ajayata chandrama manaso jataha chaksho suryo ajayata mukhadindrascha pranad vayurajayata nabhya asid antariksham. Whole Srishti Prakaranam is coming out. So whichever you take any sample, if it is complete now, it is going to tell in different words the same story. There are some directors and producers. Script वही रहेगा, उसका सीन वीन बदलते रहेगा, लेकिन फाइनली वही स्क्रिप्ट है. अपना वेदा का स्क्रिप्ट वही है. That doesn't change. That final script is the same and it keeps on modifying based on how you like to listen to it. Question of Arjuna remaining the same, Krishna keeps on changing the answer for the same question, and Arjuna every time feels that yes, it is true, and so truly that if you look at it from different perspectives, the same answer should be viewed in a different way. It is not a different thing, but told differently to make you understand a particular concept. Is this clear? I don't know whether others have been able to read the board. Very unfortunate, but then I will take this. Can they see it fully? So at this place, when I am bringing it, you can take a photograph and then see it later in the video. So it comes at 1 minute and 29, 1 hour and 29 minutes, you will get it. Somewhere around that. Okay, so the whole idea is, this is how it is bought. Like now it becomes easy to understand the balance. Correct? Now you go to the next. What is Samashti Hiranyagarbha? When you see Samashti, what is that? Sukshma Sharira Chaitanyam is Hiranyagarbha. So that means all the manas, ahankara, jnanendriyani, karmendriyani, adhidevata is Hiranyagarbha. Suryo me chakshur gacchatu vatamatma. So chakshusha suryaha is the devata. Please understand. In each part of the body, in stula, there is one devata. ये सब छोटा छोटा MLA MP जैसा है. Correct? Then you are MLA जैसा. Then you are the member of the parliament. वो बड़ा है. Okay. So that will be when you go to Manas. Who is the devata for Manas? My Manas? Chandrama. Correct? So Buddhi. Correct? Samashti Manaha. Samashti Buddhi. Samashti Ahankaraha. Who is the devata? Hiranyagarbha. Okay. And that is why in the Taittiriya Upanishad you have got Hiranyagarbha Upasana. Shabda Brahma Upasana, Hiranyagarbha Upasana. There is one full complete Hiranyagarbha Upasana, Anvaka coming there, where if you do that Upasana, you will become Hiranyagarbha. Okay. These, why are you, then only you see it from that perspective. When you see it from that perspective, then the rest, Deha becomes very small. Okay. Initially, if you have understood yourself, then you are into Taijasa. If you have understood everyone's mind, then it is Hiranyagarbha. Okay. This you cannot understand, so you'll have to leave it as Prajna, but this is there, you know. Same way Ishvara is a concept. That is what is being explained in the 7th chapter. Correct? So Ishvara is the boss of Hiranyagarbha. Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha, Virat. Correct? All the Vishwa equal to Samashti Vishwa equal to Virat. Samashti Taijasa equal to Hiranyagarbha. Samashti Prajna equal to Ishvara. So that is why Ishvara is the topmost. Clear? Okay. And this is what they explain in the Purushashchadi Daivatam. Purushaha equal to Hiranyagarbha Adi Daivatam. Because for each of these faculties, Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Pranaha, Chatvari Antakaranani, all you have got Daivata. And who is the Samashti Daivata of everyone? Hiranyagarbha. Correct? Then the next one, he says, Adhi Yajna Aham Eva Atra. Adhi Yajnaha Aham. And that is why I have already mentioned what is Adi Yajnaha. I am Ishvaraha Samashti Karana Sharira Chaitanya. I am that Ishvaraha. Right from your Karana Shariram, everything I am the Antaram Yamayati Antaryami. Okay. So Aham Adi Daivatam Atra Dehe. In this body. So he had asked 2 questions, correct? What are the 2 questions? Dehesmin Kaha. Who are you and where are you? So he gives an answer. Aham Adi Daivatam. I am the Adi Yajna. Adi Yajnyohameva Ksharava Adibhutam Purushaha Adidaivatam. Purushaha Adidaivatam. Yeah. So Adibhutam Ksharobhavaha Adibhutam. Whatever is of destructible nature, I am that Adibhutam. Whatever is Hiranyagarbha, I am that Adidaivatam. And Aham Adi Yajnaha, I am that Samashti Karana Prapancha Chaitanyam, I am that Ishvaraha. And where am I known to be? Atra Dehe, in your body as consciousness principle. Nowhere else. If you have to know me, understand that consciousness principle in you, I am present there. Not in temples nor anywhere else. Clear? Okay. Then the next question comes, Antakalecha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yafprayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshayaha. This 5th shloka, we will start. Prayana kale question has come now. So from the 5th shloka to the 28th shloka, that is 24 shlokas are all related to Prayana kale. And before that, we need to give you a background. Why such a thing, Prayana Kale, is being asked, which we will do it in the next class. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ हरि ओम sorry couldn't hear you sorry
ధన్యవాదాలు.
yeah okay